All right, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I am just going to be doing another straight hair video. I've done quite a few and people say that they don't get tired of them. So here is another one. The only thing that I'll be doing different in this video is I will be using two products that I've never used before. But as of now, my hair is already washed and it's practically dry. I washed it the night before and I kept it in these large twists, and then I just use hair ties to kind of stretch my hair to make the blow drying process just easier for me. So that is what I am starting out with. So when I typically straighten my hair, I try my best not to put any products in my hair. This time around, I decided to try two new products, but what I typically use is a heat protectant and maybe like a light oil. And my reasoning for doing this is I typically find that adding all those products to my hair before I straighten it weighs it down, and it's just not something that I want to do. And I feel like it also makes my hair dirtier faster because I'll wear my hair straight for about a month. So I like to use little to no products, and that has always just worked best for me. This time around, I decided to branch out and just try a couple of products, and these products are meant for like heat styling, I would say. So I feel like they don't give me that weighed down feeling, and it has worked so far for me, but I'll get into more detail as the video goes on. So the two products that I'll be using throughout this video that's new to my routine will be the Kenra blow dry spray and the silkening heat cream. I typically use regular drugstore products mainly because I feel like I get the most bang for my buck. The amount of product that I get is worth the money that I spend, and I haven't had any issues with using those products. So that's typically what I go for. Now, these products are kind of pricey compared to what I would typically spend, but I think that it would be worth it in a sense because one, I don't straighten my hair that often, so I won't be using these products that often. Two, I use smaller amounts of product when I straighten my hair, so I don't have to use as much each time. So I honestly feel like these products will last me for years. So I think it was money well spent. But yes, those are the products that I'm using. And basically how I decided to apply it was to apply the blow dry spray first and then to follow up with the cream and just blow dry my hair out. So that is how I'm doing my hair when it comes to blow drying it. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, I did wash my hair the night before and I ended up letting it air dry. So by the time I'm blow drying it, it's really not that wet. So it is kind of hard for me to speak to like if the blow dry spray is cutting down the blow drying time, because I feel like with my hair already being dry, I'm cheating just a little bit. But this is just more effective for me. As somebody who has thick, long hair, sections are helpful, yes, but having them basically be dry and stretched just works wonders for me. And although I could have always been doing this, I'm just stubborn. I'm a stubborn person. But now that I've done it and experienced just like an easier blow drying experience, I think I'll just be doing it this way moving forward. Yeah.
Ooh, all right. So I am done with half of my hair, and honestly, I genuinely like these two. I don't know what it is. So first off, this one, it's a blow dry spray, but it's like an oil. So it's kind of oily, shiny. I don't know, can you see my hand? Okay, maybe you can. Okay, so I'm gonna spray some of it. But it's like an oil, it's like shiny. Well, my hand just looks wet. It doesn't really get the message across, but it's oil, but it's lightweight. So I do like that, because I don't like products that's gonna weigh down my hair by any means, at least not when I'm straightening it. When it's like wet, curly, wavy, kinky, whatever people want to describe it as, yeah, I like the thick, heavy products, but not when I'm straightening my hair. So this is actually a pleasant surprise. My hair doesn't feel dirty, it doesn't feel weighed down, and this also has like a sweet scent to it. So this is a pleasant surprise. Also, I have this, which is the Silkening Heat Cream. I don't know what the if it's the combination, if they can stand alone on its own. I really don't know, because I've been using both of them at the same time. This isn't super heavy either. It's not super thick. So I like it. I don't know. It just feels like my hair is, it just feels really nice on my hair. It feels really nice on my hair, and it is drying quickly. My hair isn't really wet to begin with, so I can't really speak on the dry time, but I feel like I'm able to just kind of reach that point pretty quickly. So I am actually enjoying these two more than I expected. I'm not one to try new hair care products like that. Like, I buy the little $5, $7 ones, but I don't really buy these. But because I would only use this when I'm straightening my hair, I'm okay with purchasing them, because I don't straighten my hair often. So these should go a long way for me. But very interesting. I'm pleasantly surprised. I wasn't even trying to, you know, get into new products, but I do like these two. So that is where I'm at. I've done half of my hair, and now I have to do the other half. So okay, so I'm basically done blow drying my hair. This is what it looks like. Nothing special, same old, same old. And I did try the products. I will say on this side, it was a little different, because I think I still had some product in my hair, a little bit of cream in my hair. Felt a little, not sticky, but I don't know. If you know, you know. When you know you have product in your hair. For one of the pieces, I did take like a wet towel and try to like wipe it off a little bit, and I realized that I don't know if that blow dry spray like actually blow dries my hair faster. I don't know. It just definitely was longer because my hair was more wet. But yeah, I am satisfied with what I got going on. Is it the flattest, the straightest? No, it will never be that for me. Just because that's not what I want. But also, this is good enough for me to straighten my hair. I'm about to add additional heat. I don't need any extra heat right now. So good enough, good enough. And I think my ends are still pretty decent from the last time I cut them. So the main point of me doing my hair now is just so I can trim my hair and just keep up with that like blunt cut, and make sure that I haven't been chewing up my ends these past couple of months, or past few months. So that is what I'm going to, that's why I'm straightening my hair. So yeah.
So when it comes to my hair and flat ironing it, I am not really too particular about certain things. So for example, the heat setting. People ask, what's the heat setting with this flat iron? It's hard to tell. I think that this one goes up to 460, and I probably was at 450, maybe 445. It's not clear because it's just like a little nozzle that you turn. But for me, my relationship with heat isn't as bad as some people. When I had heat damage, I would describe my heat damage as moderate. It wasn't like severe. Like there are some people whose hair is actually straight because of the heat damage. Mine wasn't like that. If anything, it was just maybe a looser pattern, but it wasn't straight. So I am not as weary of heat as maybe somebody who's had a different experience. Also, passes. I'm not a person who's against doing multiple passes. At one point, I probably wasn't doing it as much. Like I maybe tried to stick to one pass, but because I'm not somebody who is trying to get my hair super straight anyway, I don't really do that many passes to begin with. I just do whatever I feel is needed for the piece that I'm working on. So I thought I should just share that, because I feel like that is something that is commonly asked, but that's not something that is a huge deal for me.
Okay, so I've done the majority of it. This side is very like greasy, low-key, because I just didn't get all the product out of my hair. It'll wear off in like a day or two. But it is annoying. It's definitely more product on this side of my hair than the other side. It's just stiffer. Like it's almost a little greasy. Whereas if I do this side, it's not as clumped together. But it's whatever. It's not the end of the world. But it is annoying. It's actually really greasy as I'm feeling on it. Or maybe it's just because I have some of the product on my hands. I don't know. But gonna continue to keep on. So I only have the front of my hair, so it's pretty straight. And my ends are pretty okay. I'm still gonna cut some, not too much, but just some of my ends. I don't know what they got going on.
Okay, so I do just want to clarify that when I said that my hair was greasy, I wasn't talking about the Kenra products. I was talking about from when I washed my hair the night before and conditioned it. I had some conditioner left over on one side of my head and not the other side. Why it worked out that way, I have no idea. But there was some conditioner left over, and that's what caused it to kind of clump together. But for me, it's not that big of a deal, as it wears off after like a day or two. Just in the process of straightening my hair, it's annoying. But we move on. Okay, a little side note, I'm gonna try and keep it short, but this is just basically for people who are interested in seeing more like hair content or content from me in general. I just want to say I try, but I have just obstacles that I face when it comes to doing it. One, storage. I run out of storage, whether that be on my computer, my phone, or my camera. Every time I try to film or I get a little bit of momentum, something hits capacity. It could be a couple of them at times. And for me, I just lose interest. Like after that, it's hard for me to do it because I'm not super tech savvy, especially when it comes to my computer. And it's a little discouraging when I have a full video that's basically done, but I have to delete it because I have no storage. And the only way that I know how to delete it is to wipe the storage from the whole editing software. So I'm gonna figure that out one day. So that's one reason, as well as although I guess I could kind of consider myself like a hair content creator. Content creator and an influencer is not really something that I identify as. So it's hard for me to get into that mindset. Also, I am doing hair videos and I feel like I accidentally just kind of fell into like natural hair content. It wasn't my intention, but I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. And with that being the kind of videos that I make, I feel as though I have to keep making those kinds of videos, but I don't do enough with my hair. I'm not trying a whole bunch of products. I'm not trying a whole bunch of styles. I'm pretty boring with how I do my hair. Well, it's boring to me, maybe not boring to someone else. But I do feel like I will try my best to continue to make it because I feel like my perspective, I don't think it's unique, but I don't feel like it's as talked about. I feel like the majority of the content or the videos that I see surrounding natural hair journeys or people talking about their journey typically comes from someone who may have had processed hair, whether they permed their hair or relaxed their hair, I should say, or just had a different relationship with their hair. As someone who's always been natural, and just kind of learned more about my hair along the way, I feel like my perspective may be slightly different than what the most common path of natural hair journeys look like. So I will continue to make videos, but just for the people who want to see like more from me, I'm trying, but it is definitely a process for me. Okay, so I'm basically done with my hair at this point. I was a little nervous because the last time I straightened my hair, in between that time and this time, I was doing certain styles that did give me a little bit of breakage at like the top of my head. The parts that I did, which is I guess too big, but it actually looks pretty good. I'm still going to cut my ends. I won't be cutting too much, but I think that I am in a good position when it comes to how my hair managed for these past couple of months. Okay, so I am just going to be cutting my hair. I do want to point out I am not a professional. I'm not a professional, and I'm not really pressed. I just want my hair to be kind of straight, like blunt. And I don't have anyone to cut it, so it is just me, myself, and I will be cutting my hair on my own. Now, it is already pretty decent from the last time that I cut it, so it won't be nothing too crazy, but this is how I decided to cut it. So for anybody who doesn't like watching people who don't know how to cut hair, maybe don't watch. But I will probably only take off about an inch or so. So that's what you can expect from this. And I'm not the best at keeping it in frame, so I apologize in advance. But I did cut it out of frame quite a few times. But it's nothing crazy to see. This is just how I've decided to cut my hair.
Okay, well that is basically it. That is all that I have for this video. I have cut, I have straightened, I have blow dried my hair, and I am satisfied with what I got. My ends are still intact. I kind of thought I was eating way at them these past couple months by the way that I was detangling my hair, but they look okay. They actually look okay to where I didn't even really need to trim it, but nothing wrong with some blunt ends. Yep, that's it. I am gonna change my part because you can probably see now, like if it's like some breakage. So I am gonna switch my part, but basically we are all done. I haven't been wearing my hair like this because I wore my hair like this all my life, and I have like a permanent, well, I don't have a permanent part, but I be feeling like I'm going bald right here. So, and you can kind of see, I don't know why, but these little front pieces of my hair can have like a crazy, well not crazy, but like a subtle brown tint to it. It lightens for whatever reason, but naturally lightens. I'm assuming maybe the sun. But that is all that I have for this video. Just straightening my hair once again. Yep, that's it. That's all. That's it. And this is just how I am going to be wearing my hair for the next couple of weeks. I actually plan on getting into paddleboarding, so straight hair for the summer will not be a thing for me. So might as well knock it out in spring, bring it back in fall, and that'll be like my 2 hair straightenings for the year. I know I keep squatting, but I couldn't show the ends of my hair. I can't get it all in frame without being 20 feet away. So that's it, that's all. I don't know if I can give like a side view of what it looks like, but that is my hair. All my stuff is black, so you can never really see where it falls, but this is my hair. But that is all that I have for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it's not as boring as like just a regular straightened video. Who knows, who really cares? But yeah, all done.